The pitch at the Kensington Oval, Bridgetown, Barbados is balanced, and the team batting first has 65% of the games at this venue. Defending champions England take on 2021 winners Australia in a Group B match of the T20 World Cup in Barbados. Australia have played one match in the tournament and are currently ranked second on the points table, while England have also played one match and are currently ranked fourth on the points table. The pitch at the Kensington Oval, Bridgetown, Barbados is balanced. The average first innings score at this venue in the last 20 outings is 155 runs. The team batting first at this venue has won 65% of its matches. We predict that the team winning the toss will bat first here. Temperature is expected to be around 28.94 degrees C with 76% humidity. Winds at a speed of 8.4 meters per second are expected. Cloudy weather is expected during the match. This may help pacers with movement. There is light rain expected which may affect playing conditions. The Pacers have taken 67% of the total wickets at this venue. Hence, picking up Pacers for your fantasy team should be a good idea. Based on the stats available, we predict that the pitch will continue to assist the Pacers. Matthew Short is an all-rounder with an average of 72 match fantasy points in the last 9 games, a fantasy rating of 8.5, and is a good-to-have player for your fantasy team. Short is a top-order opening batter who bats right-handed. In the last 3 matches, he has scored 59 runs at 19.7. The Aussie all-rounder also bowls decently. Bowling off break, he has taken 1 wicket at an average of 61. Sam Curran is a safe bet for your fantasy team. Curran has averaged 61 match fantasy points in the last 10 games and a fantasy rating of 8.4. The left-handed batter has scored 118 runs in his last 5 T20 matches. He can also give you some bowling fantasy points. Bowling left-arm medium-fast, Curran has taken 5 wickets in as many T20 games. Jos Buttler is a wicket-keeper batter with an average of 68 match fantasy points in the last 10 games, a fantasy rating of 8.4, and is a good-to-have player for your fantasy team. The top-order opening batter has smashed 164 runs in his last 3 T20 games and can be a fruitful pick in your fantasy team. Chris Jordan is a right-arm fast-medium bowler with an average of 46 match fantasy points in the last 10 games, a fantasy rating of 8.1, and is a very consistent player in terms of fantasy points. In the recent 3 matches, Jordan has taken 2 wickets at an average of 41.5. He has been very successful against the Aussies, taking 3 wickets in recent matches. Mitchell Marsh is an all-rounder with an average of 38 match fantasy points in the last 10 games, a fantasy rating of 7.9, and is a high-risk, high-returns player for your fantasy team. He is a top-order opening batter and bats right-handed. In the last 4 matches, Marsh has scored 36 runs at an average of 9. Bowling right-arm medium, he has picked 1 wicket in recent matches. Mark Wood can be a good pick for your fantasy 11 team. He has an average of 66 match fantasy points in the last 10 games and a fantasy rating of 7.9. The right-arm fast bowler has taken 7 wickets in his last 5 T20I matches. He also has an excellent record against this opponent, taking 6 wickets in recent matches. Adam Zampa is a bowler with an average of 58 match fantasy points in the last 10 games, a fantasy rating of 7.5, and is a good-to-have player for your fantasy team. He bowls leg break googly and has taken 12 wickets in his last 5 matches. Zampa has also done very well against this opposition, taking 6 wickets in recent matches. Additionally, he has scalped 3 wickets in his last 4 matches at this venue. Travis Head is a good-to-have player for your Fantasy 11 team. He has an average of 38 match fantasy points in the last 10 games and a fantasy rating of 7.3. Head is a top-order opening batter and bats left-handed. The explosive batter has scored 46 runs in his last 3 T20 matches.